Hey, Shalom family, at this time, may the peace of y'all come upon you and don't obey him. We're going to another word point video at this time called the Torah of the land. So we're going to go into the laws, some of the laws that cover us when we get into the land. And so because right now at this time we are in captivity, brothers and sisters, and we got a lot of controversy going on out there over the laws of Yah. What laws we could keep out of the land and what laws we can't. So let's carefully examine this. We're going to go in Deuteronomy right now in chapter 12 and cover the whole chapter. It's very important at this time that you see the words of Yah. And so I'm going to get right into it. Then, I'm going to explain as I go and cover the words of Yah right here. So right here it say, these are the laws you must obey. See, the Torah you must obey when you arrive in the land, which Yah, your Bara of your ancestors has given you forever. So we got to know our condition, brothers and sisters. We got to know right now the covenant been broken. The Father deactivated some laws with us for a time period. The laws is forever, but he stopped them for a period of time. This is what you got to know and take the heart. That's why you got to know what took place in our past history. But now having that knowledge, you'll just read these scriptures and you'll just going and reading the laws. You'll be thinking all the laws you can keep anywhere. You can keep feasts anywhere. And you can pay tithes anywhere. And that's where you get deceived by the people of your own people and foreigners alike. Brothers. So let's cover this real quick. This is showing when they was in the wilderness before they reached the land. Y'all was telling them right all the jump. Right? He said, "These are the laws you must obey when you arrive in the land." See, which Yah, see, self-explanatory. Certain laws is for only to be carried out inside the land. See, which Yah, your Bara of your. Anybody speak against this is automatic like the knowledge of Yah, and they's a liar. And they're gonna be classified as a rebel against Yah if they don't confess their sins before it's too late. So right here it say when they arrive in the land which Yah, the Bara, the creator of your ancestors, Father, has given you forever. See, the laws is forever, but it said when you get in the land, that's when you require to keep them. See, obey them. He said, you must destroy all of the heathen altars wherever you find them. High in the mountains, up in the... See, when you look at the word laws, also mean instructions to be carried out. See, he said, you must destroy all the heathen altars wherever you find them, high in the mountains, up in the hills, or under the trees. Break the altars, smash the obelisks. See, even this law this is a statute as well, because telling you how to carry out the law. So it's the law of the land. So break the altars, smash the obelisks. See, the obelisk is like a rectile penis, brothers and sisters. That's what they're talking about. Just like the day people have into sexual practice. It become a worship. They got obelisks all over the United States, brothers and sisters. All in the cemetery. You see the obelisk. The erected penis. The penis pleaser. This great sin get a lot of people in trouble, brothers and sisters, to the day. You see that? To the unnatural realm. See right here? It's a, people can't even serve Yah because their mind is so concentrated on sex and the worship of sex. Yes, brothers and sisters, the worship of sex means more to the people than being walking up righteous to Yah. You see, because what comes with also this kind of sex, this fornication and adultery, the drugging and drinking, and destroying of cities. See right here, it say, I lost my place. Let me get the place right here. It say, you must destroy all the heathens. I read that and to go to the obelisk part. Let me go back up and say, see, break the altar, smash the obelisk, burn this shameful images. See that? Cut down the metal idols. Leave nothing even to remind you of them. You must not make offerings to your Barah just anywhere. See how the Pacific say, look, slaughterings, some offering to Yah, not just anywhere, as the heathens, they got sacrificed with just slaughter to their Elohims, their gods. Rather, you must build a temple, see, they got sanctuary for him at a place he himself will select as his home. There you should bring to Yah your burnt offerings. See that? The offerings and other offerings. Your tithes. See that? All tithes must be brought in the place Yah designate in our land. You see right there that tell you all the congregations, churches, whatever you want to call them, is robbing you. It said your offerings presented by gesture of waving before the altar. Your offerings to fulfill your vows, you free will offerings. Your offerings of the firstborn animals of your flocks and herds. There you and your family shall feast. You see that? Before Yah your Barah, and shall rejoice in all he has done for you. You will no longer go your own way, as you do now, everyone doing whatever he thinks is right. You see that? This is the law for the land. Like now, a lot of people, because they don't know these things, they like them out of the Yah, they doing whatever they think right in their heart and think Yah honoring them for that. He not. He said, for these laws don't go into effect, see, until you arrive in the place of rest Yah will give you. See, the place of rest, our place of rest, our peace, our shalom, is back in our land, brothers and sisters. See, certain laws are going to affect while we outside of the land. And Yah told you these laws are forever, see. He said, look, has given you forever. See, these are the laws you must obey when you arrive in the land which Yah, your Barah of your ancestor, your father, has given you forever. See, these laws are perpetual, but certain laws you don't keep outside of the land, but only is restricted for inside the land. That people speak against the words of Yah and call you a liar, but they calling Yah a liar. See right here, so as you do now, everyone doing whatever he thinks is right. For these laws, see again right here, these instructions, command, Torah, don't go into effect. See, they're inactive until you arrive in the place. See, we got to go back into that place of rest Yah will give you. But when you cross the Jordan River and live in the promised land, and Yah gives you rest and keep you safe from all your enemies, then you must bring all your burnt offerings. See, I'm showing the same pattern what we're going to do again. Because see, when we first go home, we ain't going to have rest because our enemies going to be in the land. So we're not going to be going right into worshiping and serving Yah right away in that kind of way, and we're bringing offering because we got to secure the land and build a temple, build a slaughter place. Everything got to be reatoned for to get all our sins removed from us. See, all of these things, I ain't going to cover everything. I'm just showing you portions of it. We got to go over. We got to put into action when we get home. Every detail step of Yah. See, everybody don't know about the nation of Yah. There were all these false messiahs out here calling themselves the next king of David. Are lying. They don't know the government of Yah like that. All the stuff we got to carry out before we get home. The separation going to take place before we get home. In the wilderness. In the Mount Sinai. And then y'all put us on that Kodesh highway. to go home and how we going to get home and get the land back. And bury all the dead bodies. All this got to take place. The land will be defiled. The land is defiled right now. We got to go and clean up this land and get it all back in order. We got to get the animals back. All this got to take place before we carry out all the function of Yah. I don't know how many years that's going to take. But every procedure got to take place. I'm showing right here in the nutshell right here. How they did it, we got to do it. It's no difference, brothers. See, I know the orders of Yah. My mind is organized to the order of Yah because everything is in the writings. How to run the government. Remember what Yah told you. Isaiah 9:6. The government rests upon the shoulder of the Messiah to carry it out. Nobody else in this earth know how to carry the plans of Yah out like to the detail like I do. No one. They leave out so many important details of Yah. I don't give you everything over the air and on Facebook and YouTube. Not all this is reserved till we get and come together and talk and commune together and reason together. Get organized together. Then you're going to see the Ruach of Yah move upon our whole nation, bro, which is the knowledge that's going to be given to you. And we have one spirit towards Yah. One knowledge towards Yah. Only Yah we're going to serve. Nobody else. There's not going to be no compromise with 55 names of the Creator. Only one that He gave to Moshe. So with that, brothers and sisters, and in our name, to tell you, we bear the name of the Creator. Obadiah, Haggai, Yerim Yah, Nikam Yah, Esor Yah, Benaiah, Benaiah, Yael. So honor, brothers and sisters. Y'all strength. So keep these things in mind, brothers and sisters. As let me find my location again. Right here. It's for these laws don't go into effect until you arrive in the place of rest Yah will give you. But when you cross the Jordan River and living in the promised land, and Yah give you rest and keep you safe from all your enemies, then you must bring all your burnt offerings. See, once you become safe, then you bring all your burnt offerings. Now, so when you're back in your land, you got rest. Now you accumulate. Now you got your animals back from a source. See, you accumulate animals to bring, because you got to get animals to bring and give it to the priests of Yah and to the prince of Yah. See, we got to cover all of these things, so you know where to bring it to, what location, the store place is gonna be. See, everything will be order in detail. It said, then you must bring all of your burnt offerings and other offerings to His temple. See, the place He will choose as His home. You should rejoice there before Yah. See how you're going to rejoice there before Yah? With your sons and your daughters and servants. And remember to invite the Levites to feast with you, for they have no land of their own. You are not to slaughter, offer your burnt offerings to just anywhere. You may only do so in the place Yah will choose. He will pick a place in the territory allotted to one of the tribes, and we know that was Yada. It's only there may you offer your slaughter. They got sacrifice offerings, burnt off, and bring your offerings. See, your other offerings. However, the meat you eat may be butchered anywhere, just as you do with the gazelle and deer. Eat as much of its meat as you wish, as often as you are able to obtain it, because Yah has prospered you. See, those who are ceremonially defiled may eat it too. The only restrictions is that you are not to eat the blood. Pour it out on the ground like water. But none of the offerings may be eaten at home. Neither the tithes of your grain and new wines and olives. See, these offerings, but see, you can eat these offerings at home. But not offerings you can eat at home anyway. See, so, but none of the offerings you may eaten at home, neither the tithes of your grain or new wines and olive oil, or the firstborn of your flocks or herds, nor anything you have vowed to give to Yah. See, anything you vowed to give to Yah, you cannot. Do it anywhere or take it anywhere. Nor your freewill offering, nor your offerings to be presented to Yah by waving them before the altar, his altar. All these must be brought to the central altar, where you and your children and the Levites shall eat them before Yah, your Barak, and he will tell you where this altar must be located. Rejoice before Yah, your Barak, in everything you do. See? By the way, be very careful not to forget about the Levites. Share with them. If when Yah enlarge your borders and the central altar is too far away from you, then your flocks and your herds may be butchered on your own farms, just as you do now with gazelle and the deer. And even persons who were ceremonially defiled may eat it now. The only restriction is never to eat the blood, for the blood is the life, and you shall not eat the life with the meat. Instead, pour out the blood out upon the earth. If you do, all will be well with you and your children. Only your gifts to Yah and the offering you have promised and your vows and your burnt offering need to be taken to the central altar. These may be only be the offerings upon the altar of Yah, your Barak. The blood will be poured out upon the altar, and you will eat the meat. See that? Let me read a little bit more. It says, be careful to obey all of these commandments. If you do what is right in the eyes of Yah, your Barak, and all will go well with you and your children forever. When he destroyed the nation in the land where you will live, don't follow the example, see, in worshiping the Elohims. Do not ask, how do the nations worship their Elohims? Then go and worship as they do. You must not insult Yah, your Barak, like that. These nations have done horrible things that he hates, and all in the name of their religion, see? And they have even roasted their sons and daughters before their Elohim. Obey the commandments I give you. Do not add to or subtract from them. See, and that's exactly what our people did, and that's why we're in captivity, brothers and sisters. And so these are things, now y'all bring this Ruach back to us, to return us back into him again, and bring us back into a righteous state of him, obedient state of him, brothers and sisters. If we do diligently all that RBI asks us to do, like it tells us to confess our ancestors' sins, our sins, acknowledge the punishment, accept the punishment that Yah afflicted on us by the other nations, brothers and sisters. And that's why we're in captivity in all these foreign lands, and to prepare yourself. And that's why I got the petition going out, brothers and sisters, that we may help one another again to come back together and carry out all the plans of Yah, brothers and sisters. With that, I got more videos coming with the work of Yah. I say Toda Yah.